Hello, everyone. I'm Tess Michaels, and I'm co-founder of Soceana. I'm here with my team. Here's Petey and Pete, both great members. So Soceana itself, it's an enterprise solution. Specifically, it's a tech platform to help companies better manage and promote their corporate volunteerism. Millennials, like me, are becoming increasingly driven towards both products and employers that promote social impact. For example, Reputation Institute shows that 73% of consumers are choosing brands that are socially responsible. Additionally, Gallup poll shows that 70% of employees feel disengaged at work. And Towers Watson shows that 40% of employers are having difficulty retaining critical skill employees. So Soceana seeks to address these three big concerns: consumer brand loyalty, employee satisfaction, and employee retention through its software as a service platform that really does help companies generate social good and better engage their employees with volunteering. We looked at the corporate volunteerism marketplace, and we saw that with corporate social responsibility, VeraWorks shows that 44% of the Fortune 500 companies now are starting to have corporate volunteerism programs. However, all of them are hoping to either start or improve these programs. We looked at our pricing points and the number of large and small companies and found that this space is a $1.5 billion industry, and Soceana really hopes to capture a lot of this market. The way that we work is we focus on this three-way triangle between nonprofits, corporations, initially the Fortune 1000 business-to-consumer companies, and finally the volunteers, which are the employees of these very same companies. So once a company signs on, they get a profile for both the company as well as each of their employees. And then we do a 3M process: match, measure, and motivate. First, employees are matched with roles that focus on their transferable skills and interest. For example, I used to volunteer in and out of hospitals, and half the time you end up doing files and charts and just not leaving fulfilled. So Soceana seeks to address this by matching employees based on the skills they either hope to build or gain. And nonprofits that are on the site will list the top 3 skills that are used once you volunteer, and you're matched on a 1 to 5 rating system, as well as the feedback of your colleagues who have volunteered at the same positions in the past. Second, we measure your social impact, both for the individual as well as the company as a whole. For example, if a company wants to see what's the total hours done, the trend of volunteering, the breakdown of the types of places their employees are volunteering at, they get this data on Soceana, and they can use this in 10Ks, annual reports, and sustainability reports. Also, we do predictive analytics to show strategically what social impact initiatives lead to the highest brand loyalty for your specific consumers and within your specific industry, whether it be healthcare or telecom, etc. Finally, we really motivate the employees. We do this through an engagement platform. It's almost like a social network, like a LinkedIn for social good, with photo uploads, messaging, gamification, both within the office as well as between the industry, and finally, employee-led event planning. So you can send out thank yous, reminders, and really build that community around social good within the office. So we really have a strong path for really scaling and gaining traction over time. We launched our public beta this past December. These are some examples from the site, and have really gained traction very quickly. The way that Soceana's revenue model works is, so let's take a Campbell's, for example. If Campbell sign up to Soceana, first they get a profile for the company as a whole, as well as each of their employees, and they pay an annually recurring subscription fee. So for large companies, it'd be between $50,000 to $80,000, and for small companies, it'd be about $5,000 to $20,000. And this is looking at, for example, we cost less than having a full-time employee both develop and maintain the site. Second, we can directly integrate into company intranets or company portals for increased access for the employees. Third, we do corporate sponsorship of the nonprofits. So nonprofits that are on the site, it's completely free for them to access Soceana. But if they want to use analytics and data metrics, they can do this to figure out between the Dallas Red Cross and the Philly Red Cross, which one has more volunteers during what times of the month, what are the demographics volunteering, so they're able to save on their cost as well as be able to better strategically know how to better their effect in the community. So it's completely tax deductible for companies that sponsor them, and they're really able to build those partnerships. Finally, they can strategically advertise on the site because employees of these companies are consumers of the other companies on the site as well. So we did financial projections to see what exactly we'd be doing, and within 3 years we hope to have about 2.1 million in revenue, and then with this investment hopefully scale and grow even more to generate more social good. So like I mentioned, we've had enormous traction very quickly. Right now we're part of IBM's Global Entrepreneur Program. We're also part of Wharton's Innovation Fund. Also, we recently won the 1776 Challenge Cup competition and are competing this May against 16 cities around the world, from China, place in South Africa, Brazil, and London. And finally, we have 3 paying clients currently on the site, ranging from a small veterinary clinic that organized their first big event, Marty Paws, as well as, which is great. And then we have a healthcare consulting firm on the site, as well as right now we're integrating Comcast NBC onto the site as well. And we also have an integration partner, Vipro, which is a global IT firm in 61 countries around the world. And what's great is we have the agility and the innovation of a small startup, but we have the security and the strength of a large firm as our partner. So we're raising $250,000 to really grow and scale, and so $150,000 will be to really build that mobile development platform for Android and Apple apps. With this millennial generation, I mean, the employees are on their phones constantly too, so increase the access. Also, we want to increase our predictive analytics development and handle the server cost and client engagement. So, just to wrap it up, the technology and the traction is so important, but equally so is the team, and we've definitely got a very, very strong team. My co-founder, Pete, who's head of technology, has worked in past startups. The last one IPO'd and was acquired by Navtech, then Nokia. And before that, his last startup was acquired by Thomson Reuters. And although he's personable, he's a total techie at heart. And then Peter, who's our head of client engagement, has worked in both the public and private spheres. He did his undergrad at Penn and now is doing his master's in nonprofit management. And Anil, who's our head of operations, has worked in past startups. The last one was 500 startup funded and freelance designer. So it's just a great, dedicated, driven team. So Soceana really does hope to generate social good through our 3M process of match, measure, and motivate, and really build that community around social good. So thank you.